Welcome to this short presentation of the AVL Open Development Platform, which explains the impact of a consistent toolchain on the vehicle development process. In parallel to a multiplication of vehicle variants, in the last 20 years we saw a dramatic reduction in the product time to market. Between 2010 and 2013, it is expected that the product replacement rate of OEMs in the US will reach a highest point of 72%. This means that by 2014, it will be impossible to find any of the models which are available for sale today at a car dealer. This also means for OEMs and their suppliers a tremendous effort to bring new products and new variants to market within a very short period of time. Looking further in the future, by 2020, it is expected that almost a third of new vehicle sales won't be based on the standard diesel or gasoline powertrains that are in use today. They will use alternative fuels, or they will be hybrid or full electric vehicles. Again, R&D activities will be stretched in order to provide innovative and economically viable solutions to the mobility requirements. However, working on future technologies should not let us forget the challenges to be tackled in the short term. In 2014, Euro 6 will start being required for new vehicles in the EU. This implies major technical challenges like the drastic reduction of particulate numbers for GDI engines. So, the fundamental question for our industry today is, how do we achieve a shorter development time while bringing the required innovations to address these challenges? How to develop innovative powertrains faster? How to move from the lab, the virtual world, to the prototype on the road, to the real world? AVL's answer to this problem is the Open Development Platform, a consistent tool chain which supports the engineers at every step of the design and validation process. From the mechanical design of the piston in the office to emission predictions with real-time vehicle simulation on the hardware in the loop bench and the TCU calibration on the chassis dynamometer. With the consistent tool chain, processes, methods, and models, evaluation procedures and data become reusable and results become comparable. By ensuring the consistency across the whole development process, it is possible to close the loop between the real and virtual world. It is possible to avoid duplicated work at different steps of the process or unnecessary development iterations. Thus, the development can be sped up and productivity increased. For example, let's look at the reuse of simulation models across the development process. In the office, control strategy prototypes and vehicle models are developed to support the prediction of vehicle performance and emissions. On the engine, the powertrain, or vehicle testbed, this work can be refined with real parts and vehicle prototypes. Finally, the vehicle prototypes are tested on the road for final validation. A consistent toolchain means to have the ability to reuse the work done at previous points in time at a later stage. For example, a Simulink controller model can be integrated into the AVL Cruise full vehicle model. It is then possible to evaluate various control strategies and hybrid architectures in order to predict fuel consumption savings. Later, for instance, one can reuse this model on a maneuver-based hardware-in-the-loop bench in order to see how the weight of the battery packs will affect the vehicle dynamics in realistic driving scenarios. The interconnection between Cruise and CarMaker not only allows adapting the different models much faster, but also enables the collaboration between the control strategy team and the vehicle simulation team. The control strategies, as well as the vehicle models, can be used on the testbed to support emission development and calibration. With AVL ARTE.Lab, the Simulink and Cruise models can easily be executed in real time on the testbed. Control strategies can be developed in the office using MATLAB or Simulink and deployed as a real-time application on the testbed. Model parameters can be modified by the automatic test run in Puma Open, and model results can be recorded together with the test results. To get closer to real life, maneuvers can also be simulated on the testbed by embedding InMotion into Puma Open. Real-life routes and tracks can be specified within the automation system, including simulation of traffic. Combined with the vehicle and driver models developed previously, engine and transmission development can be validated in near real-life conditions. With a one-window approach, the testbed operator can easily monitor the test run execution controlling the test cell and the unit under test as well as the real-time simulation. Of course, all of this would not be possible without a state-of-the-art IT infrastructure, the data backbone. The data backbone makes the exchange of models, parameters, test specifications, and result data easy. Thus, parameters can be optimally reused and results can be compared from any Office workstation. The open development platform allows the elimination of redundancy and unnecessary loops within the product development process. Development time can be shortened without compromising on innovation. In addition, by promoting a collaborative approach between development teams, innovation is even fostered.